Good day, ladies and gentlemen, this is Zelda the Master Sword, and we are back with my Let's Play of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Okay, you saw that there was no water there. That's because sometimes the light world affects the dark world. You see this place that we've been here before, when I was getting the piece of heart that is hidden under the water? Yeah. I was just getting that a bit early. Usually you get it right about now, but, call me sequence breaker. It's not really messing with the plot, I just wanted more hearts. Speaking of which, we're going to be doing a collection video pretty soon. Okay, now there's water. And speaking of water, this is the Swamp Palace, and that's what it's all about. The water, the flow. And this dungeon does not have a good flow. It is all about taking whatever wounds you have open, causing more wounds, and turning those wounds into festering boils that will soon pop and kill you. Yeah, this is not a fun dungeon to be in, but I must trudge through anyway. Okay, the main annoyance. Number 1. See those blue things that just bounce around? They are infinitely spawning. Yes, they die in one hit, but any and all hearts that they take away from you, they don't drop anything, so they are non-replenishable. That is my main annoyance, because they are, yes, easy to track, yes, easy to kill, but no, they are not fun to deal with. They are, in fact, the opposite of fun to deal with. And the guys around here don't really drop a lot of hearts, so I'm sorry, but you're going to be hearing that annoying beeping sound that Link makes whenever he gets hurt to a certain extent. You saw there that by pressing that switch, the water started flowing more. Yeah, more flow. It's kind of a bad flow. But you know what? As the water flows, we must trudge on. And that is exactly what I plan to do, because I've got to get past this to go to more fun places and do more fun things. And also, you saw the orange guy that just popped out of the wall? He's also an infinitely spawning enemy. Luckily for me, they do drop stuff. Not a lot, but sometimes. Alright, fun note right here. Look at my rupee count. 777. Must be a lucky day. Even though it's not all that lucky. Yeah, it is not a good lucky thing. And soon, my rupees will be depleted. Because after you see them disappear from between one video and another, that means that I've gone to the Wishing Well Fountain, and that is where the fairy will give us upgrades to our amount of ammo we can carry for bombs and arrows. So we'll be able to carry lots of bombs, lots of arrows. Okay, the orange thing, not the fiery thing that was moving, the orange kind of like copper thing in the middle, that only fires off a fireball when you swing your sword, and it will fire it to the direction that you are closest to. Like when you're dashing, it will fire constantly. You just saw that. And there. That's their gimmick, which is why there's lots of pots around, because the developer said, okay, let's be nice to our players. Let's not kill them off immediately. Let's make them not have to use the sword right now. Alright. The red ones, they split. That's what they do. And sometimes they electrify, but I got lucky and he didn't get to do that. Okay, and I'm sorry about the wobbling back and forth sound of the spike thing that doesn't seem to be affected by friction at all, which breaks physics several times. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I just get out of the room as quickly as possible. Alright. Yeah. Everything that could have gone wrong in that particular situation didn't go wrong. Except the whole not being killed thing. That's a good thing. And I'm sorry about the beeping sound. I've already noted that before. Yeah. Oh, look, the game's nice. It'll give me some hearts. And wow. That's why I love this game. It actually knows when things are above other things. And I know that sounds really vague, but you understand when I talked about in the first video what was going on there. Because it understands layers, and it is very good with those layers. Yeah. It's conscious of what happens on those layers. Okay, this room. It may seem big and intimidating, but there's nothing really going on in this room other than, number one, the 4 pots at the bottom, which hold 5 rupees and 3 hearts. How fun for us. Okay. And those 2 things on the left and the right. Always drop down the one on the right. The one on the left is not really useful. I think the chest holds like a compass or a map or something like that. Something that's not absolutely essential to move on, but if you're having trouble, you can either look at this video, or the next video for that matter, or you can just pick up one of those things. So goes the Zelda dictum in my family. Always check your map. And you'll notice that the orange switches were up. That's because I forgot to do that. Yeah. You gotta do that before you exit the room. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go back, and backtracking is not really all that fun. It's not even fun to watch. But I threw this video up anyway because it's not all that bad. And once again, infinitely spawning enemies. They are so horrible to me. Yeah. And the orange things move pretty quickly. Okay, the deal with the fiery thing. It will move in a straight line until it encounters an object. It will either go left or right. And then when it goes left or right, it will continue going straight until it encounters an object, and then it will go left or right. It is very simple programming for an enemy, and it is also very malicious. It will turn left or right, and you don't know which. Very, very malicious. Yeah. Very often those things will do some serious damage to me, because it'll catch me, and then it'll go into invincibility frames. And then when I get out of those invincibility frames, I'll try to run the opposite way, and somehow it'll find me again, and I'm really bad at stuff like that. Yeah. Alright. Good, we are finally past those orange blocks. And here we have 25, count that, 25 rupees. And a big key. That is the most important thing that we've just done. It took us, what? I don't know how long to get that. Yeah, I probably could have cut it down to like 5 minutes to get that, but I kind of did some backtracking. And this isn't the greatest video. If I were on the Red Supre team, this is one of those ones I would have picked, because the audio is really, really off sync, especially close to the end. And I'm having trouble talking right now, and I don't know why. Viewers, why? Why am I having trouble talking? I'm almost expecting somebody to throw in a joke in the comments, and I'm going to be mad at that somebody, but it's okay. Normal people don't have to worry about that. Yeah. Okay. Here. The dungeon item, the big thing, is the hookshot. Boing! It's the hookshot. It extends, it grabs onto whatever you want to, and boing! It'll grab onto stuff. Yeah, you see right here. Boomerang, nah, that's not all that effective right now. Hookshot, holy crap. It is a mover of several types. And it is very, very, very good. It, I believe, does more damage than the boomerang to enemies that are not affected or stunned by the boomerang. And, it's going to be replacing the boomerang, so we're not going to see the shiny gayness of it all that often anymore. I mean, there's certain enemies that I'd rather use the boomerang on, certain situations where the boomerang is really handy because it can go in diagonals, but other than that, the boomerang is really the weapon of choice only until you have this. And finally, the beeping stops as I die because the game decides to show mercy to me. Yes, that's the game showing me mercy right now, because this dungeon is not all that wonderful. It is indeed no kinds of wonderful. It is not some, it is not all, it is in fact no wonderful at all. There is no value that could be described as wonderful. Okay, those things, the thing I just hookshotted, yeah, those are not able to be stunned, or damaged for that matter, by the boomerang, which kind of gives you a subtle hint early on that this dungeon has a hookshot. Because up until now, we've encountered almost nothing that can't be either damaged or stunned by the boomerang. once again, that's the developers hinting us in on something. Yeah. And, right now I don't really have much to do because I'm lost. I am very lost. I can't find the last key. Oh, don't worry, I'll find it. It's well hidden, though, because the game is choosing to be very mean to me. Yeah. Alright. That is the sad part. But whatever. Life goes on, and I can stop losing the idea. Wow. I can stop trying to do horrible things. Yeah. Alright. This is where the video is gonna have to end. I'm sorry. This is Hill to the Master Sword, signing off. Good day!